Hey everyone, it's Paul Partridge here with Remax Crosstown Realty and the rental real estate team. And today I'm diving into the Barrie real estate market in 2026. Just a bit of a forecast that we came up with. So what's happening? What's changing? And where are we headed next? Well, before I continue, I invite you to support our channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. This will support our channel and keep you up to date on new videos that we're constantly producing and updating. So let's get into it. First, the big picture. In 2026, in Barrie, it's shaping up to be more of a balanced market. That's a term I keep hearing, but seriously, in most cases, it's leaning a bit towards a buyer's market right now. And that's great news if you're a buyer. We're now seeing more homes listed and more buyers actively shopping. That's good news for buyers and sellers as well. For sellers, you're not in a frenzy market like we saw back in 2020 and 2022. But sellers are still getting strong prices, especially for maybe like move-in ready homes or well-priced homes, updated properties, bungalows, family homes. In South Barrie, luxury homes, and some acreages. Homes are selling within a reasonable time frame, many within the 30 to 45 days. And that is a normal pace. Again, not the 5 to 10 day pace that we've seen back between 2020 and 2022. But still, it's a good pace. Now, if a home is overpriced or not being presented well, sorry to say, you're likely going to be sitting on the market for a long time. Inventory. We're seeing more listings hit the market, especially in newer subdivisions, mature neighborhoods, condos, townhomes. In fact, I reported earlier in another video that in January, we see more listings than we had seen in the previous 10 years for January. Now, there goes my dog. In Ontario, there is over 5 months of detached homes on the market, and there's almost a year's worth of condos for sale right now. That is giving buyers real options, and it's easing some of the pressure that kept the market tight over the past few years. In fact, if you don't see anything that piques your interest right now at this very moment, just wait. March through May, we'll see some activity dramatically increase and likely more options for you. As the inventory increases, then we can move into a buyer's market. Here's where you want to pay attention though. According to the Bank of Canada, interest rates will stay stable in 2026 compared to some of the fluctuations and spikes that we've seen over the past few years. It is highly unlikely we will see rates drop in March. Will we see rates go down further in 2026? Those who know best are saying that that is highly unlikely that we will see any significant change. Maybe a quarter point downwards towards the summer if the economy continues to struggle. This brings us to the average housing price forecast. If we look at Toronto, we have to consider two scenarios. First, if you look at the green line, this shows what we are expecting if we start to see these tariff issues with the US settle down. If the tariff issues continue, then the red line may be more likely through 2026. Simcoe County and Barrie are slightly less volatile. So we have seen and will continue to see consistency with little change. So if we look to sales scenarios and forecasts, we see if our economy remains stable and we come to some consistency with tariffs, we will see sales pick up slightly. But if the turmoil continues, it'll probably just stay flat. In either scenario, buyers still have more choices and opportunity than they have in the past. If we see sales pick up slightly with more inventory, there will inevitably be competition. So for buyers, the strategy matters. If you're a buyer, can't stress this enough, get pre-approved, know your priorities, and be ready to act when a great property comes up. Because even in a balanced market, quality homes still move fast. In fact, I just had two buyers, different buyers, asked to see a great home in North Barrie, the same home. The home was a really good deal. They each booked a showing for a week from now. Well, it turns out that that home sold in 4 days and my buyers all missed out. This is just reinforcing that if you see something that you're interested in, be ready to act quickly. If we see pricing and inventory consistency with moderate appreciation, not runaway increases. That will make Barrie attractive for probably first-time buyers, growing families, and downsizers looking for quality and lifestyle. And investors, yes, they're watching closely too, especially with steady rental demand as Barrie continues to grow. So why Barrie? Well, we're not just a commuter city anymore. People are choosing Barrie for waterfront lifestyle, improved transit access, local employment growth, and infrastructure development. That's driving a stronger local real estate foundation, not just temporary activity. So here's the bottom line for 2026 in Barrie. Balanced market, maybe a little bit of a buyer's market, strong but sensible pricing, more inventory with better choice. Smart buyers are winning, and sellers will get great results if they price and present properly. Lastly is housing affordability. You can see that in 2023, with the high interest rates, that over 45% of household income was going towards mortgage payments. Now, with lower interest rates, increased inventory, and lower average pricing, we're getting back down into that 30% of family income going towards mortgage payments. That is more in line where banks and economists feel it is sustainable. So if you're thinking about buying or selling this year or want a personalized market snapshot for your neighborhood, just reach out to me at partridgeproperties.ca. I'll put a link in the description so that you can just book a quick call with me to discuss your options and what you might be looking for. I assure you, it'll save you effort, it'll definitely save you time, and for sure will save you money. I'm Paul Partridge with RE/MAX Crosstown, and I've got your Barrie real estate questions covered. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and follow and share for your market updates. Have a great day.